Hi, and welcome to another video. I am Alexis, and today I want to talk about having Tourette's. I have made one other video on this. It was actually my first video and one of the very few commentary videos I have ever made so far. It was about Tourette's. I have Tourette's. I am diagnosed. I have been diagnosed for a little over a year now. And I want to give my opinion on, people faking, which obviously isn't a very good one, and tell you guys what it's genuinely like, because it's hard sometimes. Yeah, you can make jokes about it, and yeah, it's, a topic for conversation, but it's still really, really rough. My Tourette's, I don't usually refer to it as Tourette's. I usually refer to it as just tics, because that just seems better for me. I prefer just the words tics. But they stemmed from a time where I was going through a lot. It was one of the most stressful times in my life, and I thought that's all it was, a anxiety twitch or tic, and it started out in my neck. My neck would go to the side, and I couldn't control it. I went to the doctor, neurologist, and they said I had chronic tic disorder, which, if persistent, can turn into Tourette's. And the requirements for Tourette's is both vocal and physical motor tics, and having it for a year. And I have both. I have had it for over a year. I do have Tourette's, and it's not fun. Tic attacks can get violent sometimes. One of the worst tics I ever had was actually during a marching band practice, and one of the things that sets off my tics just happens to be a metronome. If you don't know, some sounds can cause tics. Usually for me, it's, metal on metal sounds, metronomes, clicking, stuff like that. But it's not just that, it's any situation where you get anxious or excited or stuff like that. And the metronome was turned on, and I had to walk away and go back actually to the band room to calm down for a second and breathe, because tic attacks can be severely debilitating, especially if you tic and with your legs and you start kicking, or you start moving your arms everywhere. And this day I had actually hit myself repeatedly as a tic, and I was walking back up, and sometimes you can tell when they're about to come on, and kind of tense up and keep it from happening. But this time I didn't know it was about to happen, and I literally sucker punched my own throat, y'all. That was the most painful experience I think I've ever had. It felt like my throat was closing up. I couldn't breathe. I thought I was literally going to die because of my Tourette's. And there's been multiple times where I've punched myself in the nose and almost gotten a nosebleed. It's situations like that that make me have issue with people faking it, because they're like, oh, it's so funny, I'm making little noises I can't help. Oh, it's not like that. It's debilitating. It's physically painful sometimes. I can't tell you the amount of people that said I was faking it whenever I first started ticking, whenever I did have chronic tic disorder, whenever I tried to hide it, but I couldn't, because I didn't know how to calm myself down or really even hold back tics. And holding back tics, once I did figure out how to do it, usually only makes it worse. You just tense up a bunch. Pray that it doesn't make your body move any more than it already is. It's terrifying to know that you don't have full control over what you do, and seeing people fake online makes it harder for those of us who do have it, because everyone is so skeptical of, oh, you're just doing this for attention. And it's the same thing for things like DID, mental health, and disorders and stuff should not be a quirky little attribute. They're serious conversations that, if you want to know more about, I'll gladly tell you, but please don't go around and pretend that you have it, because it's not cool whatsoever for you to be going around and saying that you have Tourette's whenever you don't even know what Tourette's is, and you think your anxiety tics is Tourette's, if you even have tics, if you even have anxiety. If you're just going around and saying, I have tics, I have twitches, whenever you are just faking those movements, that is especially not cool. And the amount of people that just kind of look at you weird whenever you do tic is to be expected, but it's still hurtful. You get looked at weird like you're a devil or a demon for doing something you can't control. And those who do ask you about it usually say you're faking, and it's unfortunate. And I've gotten to the point where I try to hide it, try my best to hold back any tics that I have in public, and I don't mention that I have Tourette's or tics, and I don't say anything about it unless someone asks me what I was doing, and then I'll explain it to them. But it's because I don't want attention for it. I don't want to have people come up to me and be like, oh, you're the girl Tourette's, right? No, I'm more than just a disorder that I developed, and it hurts to be defined as just one thing. I've tried so hard to break away from that, because all of sophomore year was literally just me being defined as the girl with Tourette's, and I embraced it at the time. I thought it was cool, I thought it was funny, but it's really not. It's a disorder that stems from trauma for me. It's not like that for everyone. Sometimes it just happens whenever you're growing up, but it's a, anxiety related disorder for me that happens to be popular right now. And it shouldn't be, because it's popular for the wrong reasons. It's not popular for awareness. It's popular because it's fun and quirky, as everyone thinks, and it's really not. But anyway, stop faking it. Stop assuming. If you want to ask questions, by all means ask questions. That's what I'm here for, and that's what other people with Tourette's and tics are here for. And I'm sure any of them will gladly be willing to answer any questions you have, and I am if you want to ask any questions down in the comments. Anyway, thank you for listening to today's video. Please go check out some of my other videos if you want. Leave a like, subscribe, comment, whatever you want to do. No pressure. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye.